Hey guys! So I am sitting here eating breakfast. By the way, I made these amazing like baked oatmeal, and I'm gonna post the recipe on my blog this week because it's super good and it was so easy. So I'm gonna share that with you guys. So definitely a great breakfast tip. But anyway, that's not why I'm making this video for you guys. So wow, I'm a little wheezy. I have been really thinking about my business and just getting kind of back into things and like kind of just trying to reestablish a system, especially since we moved. Things are settled now. I have like my specific workspace. I got kind of my own personal schedule down again, and I'm just really, that's the dryer. That's great. That's the dryer. So I've just been kind of refocusing and reestablishing what my goals are and how I work. And so I found that I did my best work in the beginning of my business, obviously, but it was because I was so desperate to get out of my job. And now that I'm not there anymore, I'm kind of like, okay, it's cool, but I'm not really building the way that I like to. And so, or at all, really, if I'm being completely honest. So I started to think about what I was doing when I first started and why I was really motivated and why I was seeing success. And one of the biggest things that I know I needed to change was, this might get a little bit long, but the first thing was my free group. I didn't do that in the beginning of my business. I did not just have a free group where only the people that were in that group could see what I was posting about, like my health and fitness journey, and could get like that kind of motivation and stuff like that. And I found that with my free group, I was just getting so spread out and like just spread so thin. And I was adding like new people to my network, but they weren't seeing these posts every day on my personal page. And so not seeing those posts was not giving them a reason to say, yeah, I'll join your challenge group. And so I just really felt, and also I just felt like the free group was taking a lot of time and energy away from my clients and away from you guys as my coaches, and just from growing my own business and focusing on our team. And so I did away with that. I kind of just quit it cold turkey. I didn't really know how to like transition out of it or anything like that. I might go in there, and I'm probably gonna run monthly groups in there, just like a 7-day group or a 10-day group, and I'll use that group as the home and basically the hub of my free challenges. But I'm not gonna run a daily post in there and like have it take up a ton of time. Like I'm done doing that. Like I said, I was just wasting so much energy on that, and I didn't see anything come out of that group. Like the people who were becoming clients and committing to me and committing to their journey with me weren't from that group at all. So I know it works for some people, it was not working for me. And so I decided to just go back to using my own personal Facebook page, my own Instagram as kind of my big free group, and just saying, here's this content, here it is, this is what I'm doing, what are you doing today, and just challenge people with that. So that's the first thing I want to say, you guys. Get yourself onto your own personal Facebook page as much as possible, and really just like share your message in that page. The time will come when you need a business page. Like I'm growing mine slowly. It's just kind of there as like a back burner for when I reach, my max out on friends. I'll still have good content on my business page, but it's not a main source. And that's the thing that I found was kind of holding me back. So for sure, definitely use your own personal Facebook page and your own Instagram page if you have one. I'm building YouTube right now, so I'm going to be using that as well. But yeah, focus on yourself and on running great challenge groups. And if you guys are not in my challenge group of like my challenge graduates, let me know in a comment, because I'm going to put you guys in there, and that's where I'm focusing all of my energy as far as like clients go. The other thing that I noticed that I had stopped doing was reverse engineering my goals. So what I used to do is at the beginning of the month, I would sit down and write out my goals. Did I want to rank advance this month? Did I want to, what success club did I want to reach? Did I want to run a free group or add so many people to my network, or all of those things? And so I would sit down and write out those goals, and then I would reverse engineer those goals. And that's actually what this video is about. So this is kind of a long-winded point, but reverse engineering. And so I just did it again for July, because I realized like today that I hadn't been doing it. And that is really where I saw a lot of success in my business, because I'm someone who gets really overwhelmed when I see a big goal. And so if I have a big goal like Success Club 10, I just sit there and I'm like, I can never get that. Like I cannot do that. And I will literally tell myself that all month. And then at the end of the month, I haven't gotten it because I'm so overwhelmed by it. So I found that breaking my goals down has been really, really helpful. So I'm just going to share you guys my Post-it. Hopefully you can see that okay. So I just wrote July at the top of it. And then the first thing is Ruby. I want to reactivate my Ruby status. And what that is I believe it's 8 coaches. It's 6 to 8 coaches. So like 3 on each leg or 4 on each leg. And then 2 of those have to be Emerald. And then the next step after that is Diamond. Now I have plenty of coaches. Like I have been an active Diamond, but a lot of my coaches aren't active right now. So that's why I'm not at these ranks that I should be at, because of that. And also I had stopped building my business. So that, and because I stopped reverse engineering, you see how all of this is related. So that's my goal for rank. So achieving Ruby status again. And then right after that will be Diamond, because Diamond like follows Ruby, or Ruby, Diamond surpasses Ruby, or, most people don't even hit Ruby. They just go straight to Diamond, but that's what I'm focused on. So what I did is I broke down 2 Emeralds. So that's 4 coaches for 2 of my coaches, basically. So that's 2 coaches for each of my coaches. And then I want 6 new coaches. So that will be a total of 10 coaches altogether. So if I'm building this myself, but I think that you guys can do this. So I just wrote this all down so that I know exactly what I need to do in order to hit these goals. So then I put 1 in 10 is a yes, which is a good like ratio, especially when you're like starting out or you're starting to rebuild. It's a good ratio to know that like 1 in 10 people will say yes. And then, so basically 100 people equals 10 yeses. I don't even know if you guys can see this very well. It looks a little blurry. But anyway, so 100 people equals 10 yeses. So that's 100 coach invites will equal 10 yeses to coaching. And then I broke it down by how many days. So I just counted this week, all next week, and a little bit into the following week, I'll be in Summit. So I won't be doing it that week. Obviously, I won't be focused on inviting that week. I'll be focused on learning. And then I counted a couple of days before the end of the month, because I want to hit this before the last Thursday of the month. So it ended up to be about 16 days, and that includes today. And then I just divided that by 100, and that left me with 6 invites a day. So that means I need to reach out to 6 people a day about coaching, 6 brand new people, or 6 follow-up people about coaching every day. And I say follow-ups, but I don't mean like follow-ups to like today's 6 and like I can follow up with them tomorrow and that counts as 6. I mean like follow-ups from like the last year of people that I've talked to about coaching, that and kind of like reinitiating those conversations. So then I also did the same thing for Success Club 10. And as I was doing this, I realized that, I don't know what I was thinking, but Success Club 10 is getting 5 people started with a challenge pack, or 10 people on Shakeology HD. So again, I did the same thing. So 1 in 10 is a yes. Helping 100 or talking to 100 people will get me 10 yeses, and that's also 6 invites a day. So altogether, that's 12 invites that I need to do a day. And that might sound like a lot, but obviously like your goals can be totally different. And with the Success Club one, it's actually double Success Club 10. So it's over what I would need. But I find that when you're talking to people, you will get yeses, of course, but you'll also get a lot of yes, but in a month or in 2 months, or, let me talk to my husband, oh yeah, we'll be ready in like the next, 2 weeks. And if I'm getting towards the end of the month, that will put me into next month. So I want to make sure that I'm talking to enough people that are ready to say yes right now. So, excuse me, I'm all like raspy today. So that is how I'm reverse engineering my goals for the month. And I'm really just jumping back in the saddle. And we're doing a Success Club group right now with Team Carnivore. So if you guys aren't in that and you want to be, definitely let me know and I'll get you added to the group. But it's going to be a great way to keep you accountable and to just keep you inviting and to teach you how to invite as well, which is something that I'm revisiting too, because, if you don't do something, you just get rusty at it and then you become kind of like timid about it. But there's no reason to be timid about this. It's super easy and it's just really building relationships and connecting with people. So that's how I'm reverse engineering my goals. And, I'm really excited, obviously, to share this with you guys and to hopefully get you on this page as well. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm also going to make another video about the things that I've been doing wrong with my business. So I just want to make this as much of a learning thing as I possibly can. It's kind of scary for me to have achieved so much and then to not be where I expected to be at this point. But it's also good for you guys because it gives you a lot to learn, and you can learn from my experiences, and then also, of course, I can learn from my own experiences and not repeat the same mistakes. So I hope this is helpful, guys. Leave a